Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm terrific. I'm full of beans.
Oh, fantastic. That is great to hear. What is your name?
My name is Rahul.
Rahul?
Exactly.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, it's great to meet you, Rahul. My name is Annabelle, and I will be your tutor for today. So, Rahul, this is your first lesson, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Of course, of course. As you know, my name is Rahul, and I'm from India. Basically, in my free time, I like to read. Into reading. I'm a voracious reader, and I like to being out in nature as well at that same time, listening chirping of birds and do reading. That is so you can say amazing, like so great experience for me as always every day to experience again and again. Yeah, that is so magnificent for me. And apart from that, for my health, I would like to ride on my bicycle, like go outside. Uh, in this way, I spend my time.
Fantastic, fantastic. So it sounds like you really spend your time wonderfully. Excellent.
Mhm.
And so you said you live in India right now?
Exactly.
Ah, brilliant. Where about in India do you live?
You can say like Delhi, like NCR, like National Capital Region. So like New Delhi. So that is area, you can say where I'm living is countryside.
I understand. So New Delhi, but the countryside area. Wow,
Uh-huh.
fantastic, fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much for introducing yourself to me and telling me a bit about yourself. I will introduce myself. So, as I said, my name is Annabelle. I live in the US, but I was born and raised in the UK, so that's why I have a British accent. I studied education at university and I've been teaching ever since. I teach from the ages of about 4 years old to adults, so a wide variety of different ages. And then some of my hobbies, I would say I like going for walks, going for hikes, photography, so taking pictures of nature, of plants, of animals, different things like that. And then, of course, during the pandemic, we have to stay inside. So watching Netflix, watching movies, things like that. So that's a little bit about myself.
Like we are so much in common, as you mentioned about photography. Even me too.
Yeah.
I'm a photographer of nature.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. So you also like taking photographs of nature and of things like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would love to do that thing. That always that thing is my favorite part.
Oh, brilliant. That is so great to hear. Do you often post your pictures on Instagram or Facebook, or do you
Mm,
just keep them for yourself?
No, Instagram, like most of time if I get a shot, for there is like there are no deleted from there. That is why I post there.
I understand. I understand. Oh, fantastic. That is brilliant that we have lots of things in common. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Rahul, it is great to meet you. So for today's class, you would like to have a free conversation, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
brilliant.
I would love to do. I would like to go with the flow of river.
Go with the flow. Brilliant. So do you have any specific topics that you would like to begin with or just anything?
Exactly. One by one, I'm having many questions, and like they are in my mind. I'm so elated for that to ask you. Yeah. So,
Fantastic. Brilliant.
my first one question is that, do you know what a foreign accent is? It is a sign of bravery. What?
Ah,
I would like you, please, you put your thoughts on this.
can you repeat that one more time? What is a sign of bravery?
Of course. Do you know what a foreign accent is? It is a sign of bravery.
Ah, I see. So a foreign accent is a sign of bravery, yes?
Exactly. I would like please put your
Ah,
thoughts on that.
well, I think definitely a foreign accent is a sign of bravery because not many people, at least in the US and in the UK, can speak another language. And so, of course, you know, if you can speak another language, no matter your accent, it's a sign of bravery. It's a sign that you've decided to learn something new. It's a sign that you have decided to immerse yourself in a different culture, which can be quite scary. And so it's definitely a sign of bravery to me. Yeah, fantastic. What do you think?
What do I think of that thing? You know about a language learning. Like language learning, language learning, it is I can say not that much hard. But to immerse yourself and to get the experience, like to go the deepest part of language, I can say that is that it takes a lot of time and and your energy and effort as well.
Mm,
And
definitely agree.
it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah,
Just suppose if I'm talking to you,
yeah.
just suppose before that I have like muster up a lot of courage to do that thing, to talking to you. Even imagine my like native language that I'm speaking in English. So you can say it takes a lot of courage to do that thing. And just suppose if you have like if you spoke like normal English, I can say we can do our communication. But what about if you have the particular accent? It is going to make you different. It is going to make you distinguished.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic, but a lot of people they try to get rid of their accents. They try to change their accent into a more neutral accent, and I'm like, why? Why? It's
Mm-hmm.
good to be different. It's good to be distinguished. I think it's a really positive thing to be unique, and to be who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is that even me too, I'm putting my like whole energy as much as I can. To get the best pronunciation, and I hope uh, if that thing is possible for me, to me, like you can say, getting accent, like say accent is you can say no priority at my own. But if that things come to me instinctively, I would love to get. I'm working on my pronunciation, and I'm hoping if I work like best on my pronunciation, if my pronunciation gets better, I can say vice versa, my accent will be get better.
Yeah, yeah. So it's I think when you speak with a native speaker, your pronunciation should improve because, of course, you hear the words that they say, and then so you instinctually say it like them. But even within like native speakers, there's so many different accents. Like we have the American accent, we have the British accent, we have the Australian accent. There are so many different accents. So even then, sometimes when I speak to an American person, they don't understand me because I have a British accent and they have an American accent. So it's a really interesting
Mm-hmm.
situation with accents and understanding, definitely.
Exactly. So I want to know, like, it is possible, like, if you work, as you know, like, some people don't understand a particular accent. But the thing is that what I want to get, standard, like, pronunciation. It doesn't matter if it is Indian, like, American, like that thing. But from that thing, what I'm like experiencing, like, I'm working, like, hard on that thing. I'm putting my soul into that thing about pronunciation, and my intention, to just connect like deeply root of language. Like if I'm talking to you, I can easily maintain a conversation, but go into the deepest part of conversation. The thing is that it will be about you can say pronunciation. If I go much more in pronunciation, and you can say accent is related as well with pronunciation, and in that way I can experience the deepest uh, of learning English. Cause the thing is that like now there is an on level I have been studying from my like childhood English, and now what I'm on level, I can say I have like enough vocab, enough expression, idiom, but I have to work much more. Like you can say there is a so less to do with another things like another stuff like material, like less to do. So I want to go like immerse myself like deeply root of English language to go in like pronunciation.
Completely understand what you mean. Yeah. So as you said, you know the language, you know the vocabulary, you know a lot of the English dialect. Like when you first introduced yourself to me, you said you were full of beans, you know, and that is something that many native speakers would say, but many people who are learning the English language, they wouldn't say that. They wouldn't use that phrase because maybe they don't know it or maybe they don't understand it. So I'm happy to hear you, you know, say that phrase to me, to introduce yourself with that phrase, because it's a phrase that a lot of native speakers use, and it's very, you know, if you know English, if you're a native speaker, then you will understand that phrase off the top of the bat, you know, off the top of your head. So it's fantastic. So I see your passion and your desire to learn the English languages is excellent, excellent.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. There is a one expression what I have learned from you can say from friends, and they use for like fun also, and sometimes you can say what I say like satirically, some sarcastically they use, but we can use in a like interesting like positive way, like for like confirming something like uh-huh, uh-huh. I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And there's so many different words, so many different phrases that you can use that many English, you know, native English speakers will use to show that you truly understand what they are talking about. So, and then sarcasm, as you said, is a big part of British English in particular. If you're focused on British English, sarcasm is super important, a super important aspect of the language, definitely.
Exactly, and I feel that same thing. It is completely different, and from my own native language to immerse myself in English. You can say that is like new life to me. I'm completely different person. I will not. If I would like to share with you, if I didn't learn English, you can say the world is you can say untouched by me. You can say that is my second birth as well, with the help of like English to see, to meet people in a different way, and to go much more deeper into that language.
I understand, yeah. So it's like your second birth, like becoming a new person or having a different personality almost. That's really interesting. And how did you learn English? Did you learn English through schooling? Did you learn it another way? I'm really curious.
Of course, I would like to tell you, like there is a one you can say campaign of like worldwide, like real life English. That is one word, like you can say in a nutshell, like real life English. Yeah,
So real life English.
yeah, that empowered me to speak in the real world. Speak English as like name of that like campaign, real life English means that you just don't love English as a school mundane dull subject. You will speak as a you can say in a native way, like every day it is a part of your life. That is called English.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, because at school, I remember we learned French, we learned German, and the things we would learn to say in the language was like, I like the color red, or the elephant is big, you know, things that you wouldn't use in day to day conversation. So I really like the term real life English because you are learning English that people speak in day to day conversations in their daily life, which is absolutely excellent. Yeah.
Exactly, and they have like challenge as like channel as well. The name of that channel is available on YouTube. Learn English the TV series. So that they teach with like Hermione Granger, like Harry Potter, and like you can say animation movies like Disney animation, and you can say
Mm,
most popular band like Eminem, like Billie Eilish. Every
mm,
you are going to meet every person from like English there.
mm, mm. So it's not even just the English language, it's the English culture too. So like the movies, the celebrities, the pop stars, all of the people that contribute to British and American culture. Wow, that's incredible, incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. In this way,
And
I
so,
learn like you can say instinctively, like not hard thing. You can say gradually, and like I'm scratching the surface, and I'm getting like know like day by day with familiar about those things.
yeah, yeah, I love that you use that phrase. I'm scratching the surface. See, this is another phrase that many, speakers of English, they don't, when they're trying to learn, they don't understand. But, it's clear that you have a good understanding if you're using phrases like this, which is excellent. And you get these phrases from the YouTube channel that you watch, you say?
Exactly, like they teach me all the things by that one channel.
Yeah, absolutely incredible, incredible. And I would say, so why do you have such a deep interest in learning the English language? Would you like to travel to England or the US or Australia one day, or is it for a job reason, or?
When I was in seventh standard, like I'm just reading my like English book. I have read like before that also, but I don't know. You can say something, epiphany like comes to my mind. Like reading something like epiphany, like what I'm reading, like what is that thing, and like suddenly by chance I become passionate about English. Like I would give it a go, like that language always.
I understand. So an epiphany. So something just came to you while you were reading, and you just got passionate about the language. Oh, that is super interesting. Really, really interesting to hear.
Mhm.
And so, do you have any passion? Have you ever traveled to any of the English-speaking countries, or would you like to in the future?
To put my cards on the table till now, not yet, but in future
Mm.
I would love to give it a go.
Fantastic, fantastic. See, another phrase, put my cards on the table. So this is exactly how British people talk and how Americans talk, I'm sure too. Excellent, fantastic. So not at the moment, but you would like to do so in the future. Brilliant, brilliant. And let me ask you, what is the most interesting phrase that you have learned in the English language so far, if you can remember or think of it?
I would love to share like one word. You can say that one word is you can say gateway for me. Like you can say
Mm.
about my life as well. You can say like for many words in English, and you can say my whole life is you can say completely influenced by that one word. Contemplation.
Mm. Contemplation. And why?
Exactly.
Why contemplation?
Cause whenever I get to know at that time about this one particular word, like that give me sense. You don't have to just scratch the surface of things. You have to if you want to like get something from that thing. Like if you want to go with the music, if you want to go with like writing, it means that don't just like outer surfacely, just dive yourself in that thing and just experience
Mm.
what is that. And that is like contemplation. Like if I'm reading something, not just read, just experience, like completely dive yourself, immerse yourself. Like if I'm talking to you, not just talking like outside way, like go like deeper.
I understand. So not just scratch the surface, don't just take it for what it is.
Mm.
Contemplate it, go deeper, and really experience the language, really experience whatever it is that you are learning about. Yeah, I love that. That is absolutely fantastic.
Ex-
Um, and so do you have a favorite? You mentioned like Harry Potter and things like that. Do you have a favorite English book series or movie series?
Till now I'm so passionate about I can't like leave that thing about I would like to read about like fiction as well, but it is hard for me to go with fiction because I'm so you can say like relevant person, like related to existence of life, about philosophy.
Mm.
So most of time I'm into philosophy. So I like to read about like philosophy, but I would like to watch, some type of like short clip, like with the help of that channel that teaching me, you know, uh, like uh, like there is a one new come like yesterday from that channel, like Hermione Granger, or like there is a, what I say, there is this another type of hair like that is in trend, like you can say white, what they say, like dye hair, like I forget that term. Would you like to help me?
Mm.
Like, if
Like
you
grey
turn,
hair?
like if you turn your hair, like cream white hair, like cream, like white, like
Oh, blonde hair?
blonde, exactly, that one. Yeah, so there is a one in Harry Potter character also, there is a one, you can say, evil character. What is the name of that, like
Mm.
that person, like, would you like to help me? Like
Mm.
he's in another team, he's in another team.
Draco Malfoy?
Yeah,
Draco?
yeah, like
Is it the
Drake,
boy?
yeah, Malfoy. So they are
Mm.
they are comparing something. So I'm going to watch that one, like
Mm.
that one. So in this way, I know about like these things about J.K. Rowling and about these
Mm.
authors. But till to being honest, like completely honest, I have never read like any type of book related to that.
Mm. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Me neither. As a Brit, people always ask me, "Do you like Harry Potter? Do you like this?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's okay." You know, I've read it a couple of times, but I really like that you are into philosophy and into real life. I think that's quite similar to me. Maybe not so much philosophy, but I'm more into like what's happening around the world, what's happening around the globe. You know, issues like that. So that makes me happy to hear that you are also quite similar in that aspect.
Yeah, and next question is that, can you tell me the difference between a US accent and Canadian one, like accent? What is the, you can say, according to you, as a, you can say,
Mm.
proficient tutor? What do you can say about that thing, about it?
Mm.
For me,
So I.
about Canadian, I can say sometime it is Greek to me. I know about English
Mm.
language. I can easily maintain conversation with the Canadian people. But when it's come to, like creating a rapport with that person, it is, you can say,
Mm.
hard for me with a like Canadian person, cause that is something another different. Even I try to find what is the difference between that. Would you like to help me? What is different in their accent?
So in their accent, what I've seen is like the way they pronounce the O sound. So the O sound. So for example, if they were going to say the word sorry, they would say sorry. So it's kind of, I'm not sure how to describe it in terms of how they move their mouth, but their O sound is very different. Also the way they pronounce the A sound. So instead of saying pasta, they would say pass. Like it's very different. They have O sound, A sounds, differences. I think those are the two main sounds. But unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to speak with many Canadians. Hopefully, I get to speak with some more. But I think those are the two main differences in their pronunciation of words. So it's really interesting, really, really interesting. I think
Mm-hmm.
their accent and their dialect, yeah.
Exactly, cause even in music, I can listen like I can understand like British one. You can say with
Mm,
my close eye, and American with
mm,
close eye, and Aussie like Aussie, oi oi oi. Also, I can understand with the close eye. But when about Canadian, it is so hard paying for me to do that thing.
Yeah, it is very, very different. It's extremely different. When I heard that accent for the first time, I was like, oh, they're American. Oh, wait, no, they're Canadian. Very interesting. So I totally understand where you're coming from and I know what you mean. But yeah, very interesting situation. Okay, well, Rahul, unfortunately, it looks like we have come to the end of today's class. I really, really enjoyed this conversation with you. Sorry, thank you so much for attending today's class
Uh,
and providing me with this great discussion.
exactly, and I can say like that is a serendipitous interaction with you.
Yes, serendipitous interaction with me.
I
Great.
can say
Okay.
uh, even my whole life, like you can say my like whole life, I'm never ever going to forget. Like will always in my memory for as like tutor, cause your way of like teaching and elucidating, and your energy is, you can say, top notch, like top notch.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment. One of the best compliments a student has given me. So I really, really appreciate that. I really enjoyed speaking with you. You are a wonderful student and you really, really express yourself
Yeah,
amazingly with all of this vocabulary and phrases.
yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. And what would it be more than for me, like to getting a teacher, like as like you, it is, you can say, ice on the cake for me, like teaching with you can say style as well, and you can say so happy smile, like so innocent, like so happy.
Oh, fantastic. That is brilliant. Well, that makes me really happy. Thank you so much, Rahul, for the lovely compliments. I really appreciate it.
Mhm.
Before we finish today's class, do you have any final questions or
Of
anything you
course.
would like to
What
ask
is your
me?
favorite word?
What is my favorite word? I think my favorite word is probably a word that embodies my life is optimistic. Optimistic.
Okay.
I love just being optimistic about different things. So optimistic, I think, is how I try to approach my whole life.
Exactly. And last one, like in a nutshell, I can say, like in a so brief, meeting with you, it is a ethereal experience for me. Like
Oh,
ethereal.
fantastic.
I'm never going ever forget.
Right. Oh, fantastic. That is great.
You have made my life.